Howdy and hello, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of the Love and Action Daily Boost. We are Love and Action Network. We come to you every day. High five, friends. We come to you every day to encourage, equip, and empower you to use your time, talent, and treasure for good on the planet. And so, if you're joining us over on TikTok, or on YouTube or on Facebook, welcome once again. This will also be on a replay on Substack and Spotify. I am Dr. Flo, online coach and mentor, and also touring teaching artist. And I cannot wait to tell you more about that a bit later in tonight's program. But the lovely lady sitting on the opposite side of the screen there, Skull. What's good, Tara?
Whoa. Hi, I'm Tara, and I'm a football lover. Period. Just kidding. I'm Tara Priolo. I'm the owner-operator of Tara Priolo Studio. I'm your resident white-facing biracial, multi-passionate musician, and I talk about the ish that nobody wants to talk about and push you to do the same, and have been doing so for a number of years, as I'm discovering in my Instagram stories right now. Yes. And I'm excited to be here and talk about what is probably going to be a week that kicks us in our butts. Yeah. Did you bring info today?
I did.
My people did not. They didn't. I can in fact mayhaps I'll play the Wicked track that makes me crack up. But you go first because yours is inspirational. Mine is just giggly.
Giggles are inspiration. Joy is a protest. Every day here on the planet, it is. Okay, so I picked 3 cards to start us off tonight. The first one is going to be expansive. Every day I'm learning new things and expanding into my highest potential. Expansive. The second card is nurture. Nurture. It's okay to want to stay home and be alone. I deserve days to myself, days to relax and simply be. I honor how I feel and take this day to do the things that feel nurturing to me. It's okay to want to stay home and be alone. I deserve days to myself, days to relax and simply be. I honor how I feel and take this day to do the things that feel nurturing to me. Last card is the card that kicked us last week. Commitment. I'm committed to my growth and dreams. I set routines and habits that help me evolve into my fullest potential. Even though I may not see the physical manifestation of my desires, I know that they have been vibrationally manifested and are on their way to me. Let's hear this Wicked clip.
I had to get my sound squared away. For those of you on the podcast, I mean not the podcast, the TV, you can see this person. Also, you can find it on Aaron Michael Ray _ on TikTok.
Come on, give him glory. Is it nice to know that good will conquer? Hey,
Come on.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, come on. I can't tell you how many hundreds of times I've watched it. It gets me every time. Hallelujah.
It's
Hallelujah.
church. It's straight wicked church. I'm with it. I'm with it. So funny. I'm inspired by all things wicked. I'm inspired by all things churchy. Y'all, thanks for being here again this week on Root Chakra Sunday and Love and Action Network. This week is week 48 in the year, and it's all about vulnerable honesty. And so I'm going to take the top of uh, day one, and then Tara can jump in and round it on out for us. The author writes, him, I'd like to see you tonight. Her, I'd like to see you too, but I need to work. I miss you a lot, and if I had a preference, I'd rather be with you. Him, I'd like to see you tonight. Her, I told you I'm busy. Can't you respect my needs? There's a fine line between being vulnerably honest and just being honest. Has a friend ever called early in the morning right when you were waking up? Can you remember how you talked then before your defenses were up? When we're vulnerably honest, our defenses are down. We're gentler, kinder, more open about ourselves. When people preface whatever they're going to say with, I'm just being honest, they're usually going to tell us what they think. Vulnerability doesn't need a preface or an introduction. It comes from the heart, and it speaks for itself.
A man, as I'm trying to turn this toy off, y'all. A man was complaining about something I'd said in one of my books. Don't you know people will read that and interpret it as encouragement to do anything they want? Child, this took a left-hand turn. The next sentence is maybe have an affair and cheat on their husband. Question mark, he said. Or if they're recovering, they'll think it's okay to get high again. Question mark. I started to respond by being defensive. Then I took a deep breath and went into my heart. I explained that was never my intention. There are indeed two that's in that sentence. I explained that was never my intention. I wondered whether he had possibly misinterpreted it. Question mark. Then I took an even deeper breath and took a chance. Are you in a lot of pain? I asked. It didn't take him long to respond. Yes, I am in pain. Thank you for asking, he said. I just discovered my wife had an affair, and I don't know what to do. When we get those defenses down and come from the heart, it doesn't just help us, it helps other people open up too. Honesty, the vulnerable kind, is the value this week.
I want to talk to the editor because that him and hers thing at the top of the page has nothing to do with anything
Any of it.
else.
Any of it. Any of it. I suppose, I don't know, like there's a fine line between being vulnerably honest and just being honest. Does vulnerably honest, is that saying that she's implying that you have to be like nice or something?
I didn't get anything out of that top part, but I did get more as she began to unpack it, and I blame the editor.
Okay, well, there's that. I think that this leads us into the EA wing that mayhaps you want to talk about a wee bit. And also, I think it's quite extraordinary that this person responded, yes, I am in pain. Thank you for asking. I think many of us could stand to take that little blurb and use it liberally in our lives, because we are all in pain. And I think when we take a beat and we reflect on why we're reacting to something or interacting with someone in the way that we're interacting with someone, mayhaps it's because we're in pain. You want to talk about the EA wing?
I can. There are lots of people roaming the planet who are struggling with their emotions and perhaps can't afford traditional psychotherapy or other resources to help with emotional instability and instability as it relates to their thoughts. And so we're going to be launching more Emotion Anonymous programs within Love and Action Network, and bringing more videos and audios and books and resources so that people who may be experiencing ups and downs in their emotions will be able to unburden themselves here in the community. And then after unburdening themselves, perhaps see anemone, see anemone, yeah. After being unburdened, perhaps they'll find the space in their hearts to then grow their true dream, because we're all worth it. But I want y'all to know one of the biggest lessons offered in Emotions Anonymous is the idea that you cannot control other people. You can, as this week's theme states, you can be vulnerably honest with people, but you cannot control people. You need people. We are interdependent beings. People are the bridges to the happy, healthy, and free that we long for. But you cannot control them. You cannot cajole them. You cannot make them vote in their best interest. All you can do is be vulnerably honest. And as the cards say, stay committed to the good that you desire in the world. And one of the ways that we stay committed to the good that we desire in the world is by anchoring ourselves every Sunday on Facebook, YouTube, and also TikTok in the root chakra. And our root chakra is Muladhara chakra. And every Sunday, we focus on stability, security, and our connection to this physical world. And that could be as easy as noticing how your bum or your bottom is sitting on the chair that you're on, or that your feet are firmly planted on the floor. Just feeling that you are supported in your chair right now could be enough to click you into the fact that you are supported by life. That life is trying to grant a level of stability to you. That life is trying to grant a bit of security. That life is trying to remind you that you're connected to everything and everything's connected to you, and there's nothing you can't step forward into, because you'd be really stepping into yourself regardless of what the dream is. Anyway, we're going to talk tonight a bit about basic needs and survivals through these questions. Do you feel secure and safe in your daily life? Are your basic needs of food, water, shelter consistently met? And how do you handle financial stress and uncertainty? These are all questions that kind of tie into that root chakra.
Yes. I was going to read Life, Path, and Purpose.
Oh, go for it. Go for it for sure.
Here's some questions. I think these are, they're all related because we're talking about root chakra. But I wanted to bring these because I feel like we haven't read them for a while. Life, path, and purpose. Do you feel aligned with your life path and purpose? How do you connect with your sense of mission or calling? And what steps can you take to feel more aligned with your true self? Deep.
Yeah, I think a lot I hear myself and a lot of other people roaming around saying, I don't know what's next. I don't know what's next. I don't know what the next step to take, or I'm scared, like, I'm scared of the next step, or I'm scared of stepping into this new version of my freedom, or I'm scared of stepping into an old version of my freedom. And that last question of what steps can I take to feel more aligned with my true self? Well, my true self is that I want to be in joyful relationships, and I want to have joyful patterns in my life and joyful thoughts, all that stuff that comes from that deep programming graphic that we pull in sometimes.
Yep.
If those new relationships and those new patterns and those new thoughts and those new skills are aligned with something joyful, it's going to feel uh, like a better day. It's gonna feel like a nicer day. And yeah, we're all going to be challenged by life, and there's going to be bad situations that happen and things that uh make us feel misaligned from our power. But just know that your power is always anchored somewhere around your joy.
Agreed.
Like
Fully
what,
agreed.
like, and the way we get it to that in our network is on the emotional guidance scale is by coming up through contentment and gratitude. If you can find something to be grateful for and something to be content about, then that starts to kind of make room for all that yummy stuff that leads to joy and appreciation and the stuff at the highest point of our emotional states. And we all have these. We all have these.
We all have them. Yeah. Agreed.
All right.
Agreed.
Well, we want y'all to know that this week, like every week, you're not alone in your experiences. You might be like us and have 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts every day, and some of them are cheering you on, and some of them are tearing you down. But you've got the 7-day pillar challenge. You've got the Love and Action Daily Boost. You've got us on Blue Sky and X and Threads and TikTok and Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and Band and WhatsApp and Telegram. And we're just maintaining all of these platforms every day so that we can connect you into this one simple message over here. And it's that you're loved and lovable.
Loved and lovable.
Loved and lovable, loved and lovable, loved and lovable, loved and lovable. It's just a simple message over 20 platforms that you're loved and lovable. You've always been loved and lovable, and you're always going to be loved and lovable for the rest of your life. And how would your life change radically for the better if you truly believe that about yourself? So, anyway, on behalf of Terra Olo Studio, Puppy Water 33, myself, and all of the other love bugs over in Love and Action Network, I hope that you all have a wonderful start to your week. Remember always to stay in your power, to stay in your joy, and to stay loved and lovable. And we hope to see you again very, very soon to tell you more about our upcoming shows and our offerings from our